Hello, my name is Orla Ní Shúilleabhán and I'm a German teacher here at the Institute of Education. I have just got my hands on the higher level German Leaving Cert paper and I'm going to now take a look at it and give you my analysis and thoughts on it. The paper itself was very much true to form. So same structure, same layout with no surprises. So it was a paper that was fair to all students and students would have got what they expected. Structurally, it was long, so therefore people would have been challenged time-wise, and in places vocabulary would have been challenging for the weaker student and for some students that may not have understood some parts of the questions. But overall, a fairly nice paper to young people who had covered oral material and overall, while challenging in parts, stayed true to form. So let's take a look at the comprehensions. The first comprehension was dealing with the friendship dynamics within a group. So a lot of vocabulary there relevant to students. Questions were well laid out, concise, very clear. And while I will repeat again, vocabulary challenging in a few areas and it was long, overall no surprises. The grammar was very, very fair. There was something there for everybody and you had a choice which was amazing. Therefore you either had to label tenses or insert the conjunctions. So happy days all round for all students. As we move into the second comprehension, we can see my first glance was that it looked a little bit more complicated than it actually was. It was challenging in parts but very relevant to oral material. It covered sustainability and organising festivals, which is a very important topic in general, so students had a lot of relevance to it, and it also reflected oral themes that students would be very familiar with their vocabulary. So generally a friendly student text, but long again and challenging. As we move into the written section, there was something there for everybody, from relationships with your peers, to vegetarian diet options, to travelling abroad, climate change. The good news here was that a lot of students would be happy with the material because they would have covered it in the oral and there was a choice. So overall, a very, while in parts challenging, a normal German student-friendly paper and something there for everybody, including computer games and festivals in general. So happy days all round on the written section for students. So the oral exam this morning was very, very, very fair. Very well paced in most parts of the listening with very relevant topics on language learning and school exchanges and lots of scope there for all students. So overall, a very fair listening with a few little tricky vocabulary in the news items, and there was a lot of past tense used in section 1, so hopefully students would have picked up on that and answered in the past tense. But overall, a very fair listening for all students, so happy days all round. As it's the last Friday of the second week, I know some people will be finished today, so may I wish you all the best in your celebrations. And for those that have a few exams to finish, may I wish you the best of luck in the week ahead.